Hi everyone, Christina Blue here with Keller Williams Beach Cities. Today I want to talk to you guys about appraisals and the whole appraisal process. So when you are getting a loan on a house, the lender requires something in collateral for the loan price. So most of the time home buyers use the home that they're about to purchase as collateral, which means that it needs to be worth the same amount that they're lending you. So as soon as you open escrow, which means, as a buyer, you've written an offer and it's been accepted, now you're in negotiations, you're in escrow, the lender will send out an appraiser, which is a third party, totally neutral, no personal ties to the transaction. That person will come out and appraise the property. So they will walk around, look at all the upgrades, look at properties that have sold in the neighborhood, same bed, same baths, same square footage. And that whole process, they'll be there for about an hour, usually an appraisal takes. And it takes about 3 days, I would say 3 to 4 days to get an appraiser to come out, and then another few days to get the report back. So the whole process is about a week. And you wanna get that done as soon as possible, because if it appraises at a different price, then you need to look at other options. So most of the time the appraisals will come back at asking price because something is worth what someone's willing to pay for it, right? So you do have a few different options if the appraisal comes back at under asking price. Keep in mind that no two appraisers are made equal. So each appraiser looks at different things and may put more value in certain things than the next one. So what happens if the appraisal comes back under value? Well, there's a few different options. So the best one would be to go to the seller and hopefully negotiate that process and ask them to pull the purchase price down a little to meet the appraised amount. If that's not an option, then the buyer can always come in with the extra cash. So let's say the home appraises at $425 and you were planning on purchasing it at like $435. So the buyer can come in with $10,000 more cash to compensate that extra amount. That's not always the case. Not a lot of buyers can afford that. The other option is to send the appraiser a request for amending the appraisal. So let's say they missed a couple comps or they missed some features in the home, then that is an option to send it to them and request them to come back out and change it. That doesn't happen too often. The last option is to request your lender to send another appraiser. Again, they may not want to do that because they're trying to protect their investment. So if the first appraiser comes back at a certain price, they may not be willing to, send another appraiser out. But that's why it's really important to have the best agent that represents you. What I do for all my appraisers is I prepare all the comps that support the purchase price. I prepare a list of all the special features that makes this property unique. And I make sure that I have a good rapport with that appraiser so we can talk and throughout the appraisal process, like if he's noticing that the price has come in a little different than the intended price, we can kind of talk about it and see what we can do about that. So that is the appraisal process. Like I said, the whole thing takes about a week, I would say. And for a normal, typical single-family residence, it's going to cost about $400 to $500. And that is a cost that the buyers pay up front. So the buyers are responsible for that price. Some lenders will roll it into the closing costs or even into the loan, but typically that is something that a buyer's paying out of pocket up front. I hope you guys have a great weekend. If you're coming out to see open houses this weekend, shoot me a text, private message me, and I will prepare a personalized list for you for this weekend. Thanks guys, have a great weekend. Bye.